Hello everyone, this is Pal Ponder on Weather coming at you with another video. In this update, we're talking about a major winter storm with a blizzard and some extreme winds. So before I do get started, if you do like weather related content, please subscribe to my channel as I will upload daily updates to keep you ahead of the storm. And I do ask you to share this video with your friends and family on social media. All right, so let's get started. Here is your latest watches and warnings. And yes, we've got blizzard warnings in the areas of red covering 5 states this morning and parts of Minnesota, getting into South Dakota, as well as portions of Iowa, even portions of Missouri is into the blizzard warning, and parts of Nebraska. But we got a huge area of high winds where we had a lot of high winds coming out yesterday into Montana, the Dakotas, and this extends all the way down south into Kansas. Even wind advisories, even portions of Texas this morning and Oklahoma. So this is just a huge area where we have a massive pressure gradient going on. Yesterday, we had 125 mile per hour winds in Montana. It started off about 50 to 60 mile per hour in Washington and Oregon. But as it went across, man, it just really amplified. These isobars really tightened up. I mean, we had 90, 100. The highest report was 125 in Montana, but all kinds of 70, 80, 90 mile per hour wind gust and Colorado, Wyoming, and this now is extending into the Dakotas. I mean, you can look at the isobars, these pressure gradients just extreme with this very dynamic center. Here is the area of low pressure we're talking about. Look where it's at right now in Canada. It's way up there north of the border. That's dumping some heavier snow this morning. This is Thursday, the 14th. So heavier snow in southern portions of Canada. That is extending into the Dakotas, and it doesn't look like much right now, but look at this low. This just takes a nosedive. Back behind it, like I mentioned, that extreme winds is just going to be really amplified today. I mean, you saw where the high winds are going on. That's just going to be covering a huge chunk of the U.S. all the way down into Texas. But as you get into the plains, I mean, yeah, 70, 80, 90 mile per hour, no kidding, is not out of the question. So it is not going to be a good day if you live up there. But yeah, back behind it, out ahead of this system, we've got a lot of snow kind of breaking out. You can see this system in Canada. By the time this afternoon rolls around, that will just take a beeline south as the jet stream takes a massive dip. But it's only subtle. It's only about 24 to 36 hours that it's going to extend further south. But that, as it extends, it kind of amplifies and it'll drag down some of that colder air, tapping it into that Gulf moisture from the south, and that's when we'll have that kind of that overrunning effect, and we'll have some snow breakout into Minnesota, Iowa, getting into portions of Wisconsin by now, and then of course rain on the south side. But that just changes as this colder air extends, and you can see the low. I mean, it kind of really amplifies now. It's really digging deep. It's down to about a 989 millibar right now. And as it extends, that'll bring the heavier snows further south into Iowa, even getting into portions of northern Missouri by then, northern Illinois, and covering a good chunk of Wisconsin by then, going into portions of Michigan by tomorrow morning on Friday. But now this system even extends a little bit further south than what we were thinking yesterday, as that just kind of gets trapped just a little bit. But yeah, portions of Missouri, even a little bit higher amounts, say in St. Louis, maybe 2 inches. Even Kansas City is going to get in the action of maybe 1.5 inches of snow in Kansas City. Even Springfield may even touch some snow now. So that wasn't looking likely yesterday. And you can see even a good chunk of Illinois is going to be into the snow action, where it was not yesterday, as this low continues to amplify and deepen and try to push. But again, it's going to really lift back up northward quick in a big way, because you can see along the coast, we just got a lot of rain back behind it into Florida, and then going through the Virginia valleys. This will just be an all rain event as you go up the coast, as this colder air just gets pushed back up northward. But yeah, there is a backside to the system, and on the backside, it'll try to squeeze out just any available precipitation that is left out of this system. So yeah, this looks like a lot of snow here, but it's really not. Just a kind of a dusting or another inch that's going to be laying down into these areas as we go into Friday night, into overnight on Friday, going into Saturday morning, as this low retreats back up into Canada by then. Look, it's the 998 millibar. But now that snow will be traversing into central and northern parts of Michigan, where you're going to be starting to ramp up those heavier snowfalls. And this will extend into places like Pittsburgh, but again, along the coast, Delaware, Maryland, Boston, all those areas along the coast, not going to be seeing any snow from this system. There's just going to be too much warm air on the south side. And it's all going to be a mainly northern portions of the Northeast event. But now let's kind of take you back and look at some of the snowfall totals of what this system's going to lay out for portions of Minnesota. I do think the bullseye's primarily going to be from, say, Minneapolis, where there's going to be like a 6 to 10 inch swath. It couldn't be out of the question of some 12-inch totals coming out of this area and kind of isolated amounts. But yeah, there's going to be an area where Minnesota, Minneapolis southward into South Minnesota, northern and eastern parts of Iowa, going into southern Wisconsin as some of those heavier snowfall totals. And then as we extend further south, that snow is extending further south. Places like St. Louis, maybe 2 inches. Places like Kansas City, 1.5 inches. Getting into Springfield, less than an inch. But yeah, this snow, it looks a little bit further south, and then kind of what it looked like, and then it will take in a more of Indiana into Ohio with a 1 to 2 inch area is not out of the question. But the main event is going to be on the north, in places like Michigan, from central to northern Michigan, from 4 to 6 inch area, and this will keep extending further east. And you can see this is mainly a higher elevation event into the Virginia, into West Virginia, and this will go into Pennsylvania, places like Pittsburgh, maybe 1 inch and a half out of this system. But it's primarily going to be just north of the city, closer by the lakes, closer by the higher elevations into the northeast. And we can kind of see what that kind of looks like by Saturday night going into Sunday. Again, the backside of this system will dump those 1 to 2 inch amounts into the Ohio Valley, getting into Pittsburgh, getting into maybe central and western PA from this system. Not much expecting from the eastern PA, but this will right up the coast and go up to the northeast and start increasing some of those heavier snows into portions of Maine, like Caribou, and north of there, and then especially southern Canada will be getting into some of those heavier snows, like Montreal, Quebec, areas of that. And then of course, yes, there's a backside of this system where that's going to be a 1 to 2 inches into places like Pittsburgh area, that we're going to be seeing some of those snow amounts come in. And then again, that it's just going to be a mainly a northern interior event for the Northeast, and just mainly all rain on the south side. And these winds try to turn around by Sunday night, just again squeezing any available precipitation out of the atmosphere that's left. There's not going to be much left as this because this low is way up to the northeast by then. So yes, there's the backside. We could be dealing with some lake effect, but that's just right around the lakes. But then, again, just sporadic snow showers going in. But yeah, some of this totals into the northeast. Yeah, we're looking at possibly 1 inch in Pittsburgh. Again, it's mainly a western PA event, northern New York, getting into portions of Massachusetts, Vermont, and Connecticut. We could have some banding take place where you could be picking up some heavier snows and a pretty good snow. I mean, this is a great snow event for northern, interior regions of the Northeast, getting into New England. But it's mainly a Canadian, Southeast Canadian, Montreal, Quebec type cities. all those areas up there, but along the coast, not much happening with this particular system. But hey, I appreciate you guys watching. Do like this video. Definitely leave your comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to catch the latest update where I protect you before and after the storm.